Well, it's been a week since I posted my last video on the presidential push, so we're going to do something a little different now. Presidential push is still going on, but we'll see how that goes. Chances are nobody's going to take these videos and actually write me in. We could hope, but I'm not going to get my hopes up for it, since I think out of the 5 videos that I posted on the presidential push, there has been a total of maybe 15, 20 views between all of them. So we're going to do something a little different with this one. We've done the talk of Jediism, presidential push, and some random stuff. I'm going to let you in on a little hobby of mine. It's designing scientific things, well, science fiction things to be made with real scientific applications. For instance, a repulsor lift, and repulsor drive systems, which almost every single science fiction universe out there uses. Star Trek uses it, Star Wars uses it, Battlestar Galactica uses it. I mean, it's in all the ships. TV series that have used it, Nightman, based on a Marvel Comics comic book from the late 90s, early 2000 area, wasn't really big. I mean, it really only lasted, I think, 2 seasons. The comic book, I think, was a mini-series. It was like a month long, and that was it. The repulsor lift is scientifically proven to work. You can do this yourself. Go to a Home Depot or Lowe's or anywhere you can get 1/4 inch thick diameter dowels. Get some copper wire from I think you could get it from Home Depot and Lowe's. Go to Radio Shack, ask them for copper wire. Magnetic copper wire. Either one. A 9-volt battery and some aluminum foil. Take the dowel rods, wrap the aluminum foil through them. You'll also need some aluminum wiring or aluminum bars, that thin, really thin aluminum wiring that you can wrap around to make a solid structure between the 3 dowels. Make it into a triangle, then wrap around the inside with the aluminum foil. Wrap the copper wire around the outside of that, probably about 4 rows down. Don't need much. Add in the second layer of aluminum foil. Take the copper wire, connect it to one corner of the dowel, one dowel in whichever corner, and then hook that up to a 9-volt battery. And that thing will rise up off the ground. The more power you put into it, the higher it goes. To make that into a more plausible repulsor lift for a vehicle, you simply take the wood out of it, put layers of copper sheet, tin sheet, copper sheet, tin sheet, so forth. The bigger the vehicle, the more you're going to need. Put these together. You take aluminum sheets and wrap in little W-type, wavelength type setup between the different sheets, the copper and the tin. From there, you take a metal rod, drill through all of those to connect them together. You add your power cables to one end. On the other end, you got positive on one side, negative on one side, on the other. Connect those with wires to a battery. Let's say a 5-pack of car batteries, 12 volts each. You connect all those together, put a control so you can add power or decrease power to it. Flip the little power switch, turn those on, turn that up, and watch it rise. you can put it in a go-kart frame just to see how high you can get it to go. The more power you add to it, the higher it goes. From there, you just make it bigger or add more power to it. The more power you add into it, the more complex your system has to be, the more tin and copper and aluminum you have to put together. So you can do this. You can make it. You can test it. Go for it. All right. Oh, and when you're connecting the cables, use hot glue to your little prototype. Use hot glue to secure the copper wire to everything, and use hot glue to secure everything. You could use tape. If you're going to use tape, use duct tape because it's got thin metal fibers in it to conduct electricity, so you could use those. But do this, test it, work it out. I design this stuff on paper. I do mathematical equations in my head, design it out, and if I need to, I write the equations down or, simplify it and just tell people what they need, how much they need, and put it in there. I've got the repulsor lift system set up. The repulsor drive, you have to add a microwave accelerator to it, which pushes the magnetic field backwards, which propels you forward. To stop and reverse, you simply change the direction of the magnetic flow. Simple, easy to go. It sounds like my nephew's home and there's nobody next door, so I'm going to cut this short.